YouTube, this is Ben from S.T.A.R.S Airsoft team. We're doing a different video compared to our normal skirmish videos, as well as the gun review which I've done on the S.T.A.R.L. However, I've built a gun from scratch and bits and pieces from what I had left over, and I would like to share this with you guys, how I've built it. That me, as a noob who knows literally little about airsoft apart from my personal own experience, I want to show you guys that if I can do it, anyone else can do it. It's pretty much easy, but there was a few mishaps which occurred, so I'll explain to you. This was the receiver I got to replace my friend's M4 Tokyo Marie M4, which he had before the whole new law of the UCARA thing back in 2007. So he got it before 2007, and I found that this will replace the plastic body, and I got it mainly because it says rescue, give cover, and annihilate, and I just thought it looks pretty funky. It looks different to how it normally does. It came with all the necessary bits you need, pins, dust cover and all that sort of stuff. However, it didn't come with the little cap, so, or this, the trigger guard. So I was a bit disappointed, but then I gave up on the project because it wouldn't fit. So I had to dismantle. I kept some bits and whatnot, but I scratched this up so much that there wasn't even any point me getting a refund. But little did I realise, I also chipped a bit of the threading, which I knew I wouldn't get a good refund, and because I got it from China, I wouldn't be able to get a full refund because it'll cost me a lot of money to send it over there, so I thought it was pointless. So, long story short, I brought a gearbox. Just ignore this wire for now and this. So I bought a gearbox, and it fit in perfectly this way, but the upper charging handle wouldn't work because for some reason the spring was being scratched, and the spring basically was all bent and demolished. So yeah, so basically this whole, long story short, this gearbox was pretty much naffed. So I mean, I'll show you guys in another video the barrel nut from the rail system done that even worse, and wouldn't actually screw on. I think because there's two measurements, there's metric, and I'm pretty sure someone will comment below, but there's metric and there's another one, and just by looking I can't really tell what that is, but yeah, the barrel nut wouldn't actually go on, so this was basically rubbish. So I'm just going to run into the gearbox review. This was, which I'll show you in this box I've got here, this was rear wired, where the wires will come out from the back there, if you can see, yeah. But I put in, I want it to be front wired. However, I've got two leads here where, if I can quickly show you on this one, this is front wired, this is rear wired. So here it came out like that, and here you have the two, these bits are two females and these bits are two males, and they plug into the two females and has a small Tamiya connector male. However, when I tried to take this off and put it on there, I couldn't because it is soldered on. Now, I do not have a soldering iron. I don't know much about soldering iron, so I thought I'll get one, try and find it if I can get one. I went onto a shop called componentshop.co.uk. They are making me one, basically, so it will be just like that, where I can just clip it in and put electrical tape around it so they don't touch, and that's going to cost me £3. So I highly recommend, if you've got like projects like this, give them a try. They are really good. Also, I'm not going to attempt taking this apart and then me swearing at you at the camera, but basically here we have, like, it was, like I said, the standard gearbox, but I've front wired it. I've also installed a retro arms trigger. I think this is a type A or B, but I got it red because it's just different than black and makes it look cool. I didn't want, you can get other colours, I think green and blue or silver, but I think red makes it stand out, makes it look funky or retro-y. So yeah, I've installed that, which I highly recommend, because instead of like the full trigger, you have to pull down. It goes, you put it all the way down, it goes bang, bang, bang. So you've got a lot of movement, but here it's literally bang, 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 bang. You've got literally little movement because the connectors are really good. On that note, I installed, you won't be able to see it as much, but there's a red notch. That's the, I think it's the cut-off lever, but that's also retro arms. It's the one, as you can see, it connects to the selector plate there. I highly recommend it. If you're going to use retro arms, you might as well use retro arms internals for some bits as well. I don't think they do gears, but I've got standard gears, standard spring, and yeah, it's pretty good. I did, however, order this. Before I continue, I got the front wire set. I ordered that from patrolbase.co.uk, really good site, and I've got the retro arms trigger and cut-off lever, both from Dave's Custom Airsoft, which is a really good site, especially when you're doing building things as well. I've got this air nozzle from Patrol Base. However, it wouldn't go on because the piston valve was too wide. So this is actually quite wide. So it will work if I actually change the air nozzle to an ASG one, and then the ASG would fit. But I can do that another time. And I ordered some extra springs just in case they go missing or pinging off all over the place. So overall, it's a good gearbox. The gearbox, I forgot to mention as well, I got it from Dave's Custom Airsoft, who actually, at the time, I did want it to be rear wide, but he actually soldered on this, so it did come rear wide like that, well, that on the back, and he soldered that on for me. So yeah, if you want to get a gearbox from him and you want a certain thing, I'm pretty sure he'd be able to do it. So yeah, really good stuff. So that's the overall review on the gearbox. On the next video, I will be showing you a review on the receiver, which actually works. So thank you for watching. If you've got any questions about this, please drop a comment in the section below. I will link the shops where I got bits and bits from, so you guys can check them out. So yeah, like again, if you've got any comments, just leave a message in the comment bar below, and try and answer your questions.